better recovery levels than these outpatients because being out, the temptation to drink is just too great for some people.
Yeah, I mean, certainly, we want to do an individualized treatment plan for what best meets people's needs, but I think the longer people can stay in a treatment environment, we certainly see that correlated with longer time in recovery and better recovery outcomes, certainly.
That's very good. I'm a firm believer in drug and alcohol rehab because we mentioned earlier in the show, alcohol is a drug. People don't understand it's a depressant. And
Absolutely.
it's been abused. And the secretaries, defines alcohol abuse as drinking to intoxication. And people go beyond that. We've even talked about blood alcohol poisoning, which you're familiar with, correct?
Absolutely. Sure.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, I mean, I think we
yeah.
hear a lot about the opioid crisis, and that certainly is important. We have lots of people, dying of opioid overdoses, but alcohol abuse and substance use actually kills more people every year. It just doesn't always happen as acutely sometimes as an overdose. Sometimes it happens over a long period of time because we know alcohol causes and exacerbates a lot of long-term illnesses.
Yes, I agree. People don't understand how easy it is to fall into that alcoholism route. Some people just start drinking casually, and then they become more dependent on alcohol, which creates a great physical and emotional toll on them.
Certainly.
So I'm very proud of people that have gone into rehab and been dry. And I know one person that the day he stopped drinking, he tattooed it on his arm.
Yeah, I hear that a lot, and I think that's great.
Yeah,
Those reminders of motivation for recovery, I think, are really important to keep people going in those difficult times.
yeah. I think it says something like sober since, and he's got the date and a little image on there. But some people are very proud, and they don't understand. The average person does not understand what a great battle people have with alcohol. So I compliment you on the work you do.
Absolutely. I mean, I think another way that we have progressed as a field is we are certainly recognizing addiction as a chronic relapsing brain disease, similar to other chronic relapsing diseases like diabetes or heart disease. We certainly know that people need treatment for addiction and long-term maintenance and support. And sometimes their recovery journey isn't always linear, just like people who have diabetes have times where their symptoms are worse, or maybe their blood sugar is more unstable, or they're not as adherent to their treatment medicine. Addiction in many ways is the same way. But unfortunately, sometimes people are shamed for their addiction and maybe don't get the same level of support that they need to be successful. So I'm really hopeful that, we can continue to move forward in addressing that shame and stigma and really treating addiction as the disease that it is.
Now, let me ask you something. If somebody enters your program, somebody's an alcoholic, does their insurance cover that?
Yes. Certainly, we can work with commercial insurance at our program. There's many programs that can work with all levels of insurance, and there's programs also in the state for people who have no insurance at all. People who are seeking help, they can call our 1-800 number. It's 1-800-RECOVERY, so it's really easy to remember. And we can certainly help look at, what treatment options might be available to people, even if it's not with Recovery Centers of America. We will help place people in other treatment programs if that's a need that they have. And really finding the best fit between inpatient and outpatient. Certainly inpatient is a big commitment, and not everyone can take that commitment all at the same time. Maybe they can't be away from work or they have other obligations. But even starting in an outpatient level of care is better than not doing anything to help, work on addressing the problem and changing behavior and getting some support. So 1-800-RECOVERY, it's a confidential, free call. We can do a screening and help give people treatment recommendations. And that number is available 24/7, even on Thanksgiving tomorrow and the day after Thanksgiving and the weekend. We'll always answer the phone.
And if somebody calls the 1-800-RECOVERY number, they get a live operator where they can discuss their insurance and get situated to get into your program?
Absolutely. Yep. And we do admissions also 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. On holidays, we'll be doing admissions today, Thanksgiving Day, in the middle of the night tonight. If there's an issue, we're certainly available anytime people need us.
That's magnificent. I'm going to put that on my Facebook. I got a Facebook page for my business called Pellerino's Police Project, and I'm going to put that number on my Facebook page and put an operator will answer 7 days a week, correct?
Absolutely. Yep. And you can also link to our page as well. We have a Facebook page, Recovery Centers of America. There's our national page, and then there's also a page for our St. Charles location.
So, what other info can you, our listening audience, can you align them with if they know somebody with a alcohol? You also handle drug rehab, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. Any substance that people are struggling with, we can certainly help with. I think it's important. The holidays is very hard for people that are struggling with addiction and also hard for people in recovery. And so we want to be supportive of our loved ones. I think if we all think about it, we probably all know someone who's close to us and dear to us that has maybe struggled with addiction. Addiction does not discriminate. I think we probably all have it in our family or our group of friends. So really check in with people that that might need help. Having those conversations sometimes are difficult. But I think certainly being supportive and being available and just even asking, how can I help, really goes a long way to helping people, find support. And there might be people who might not be ready for treatment, but I think still addressing the conversation, and we always focus on safety at all times of the year. But, especially tonight, we know a lot of people are going to be out gathering and celebrating and seeing old friends and family. But we want everyone to be safe tonight. We want everyone to get home safe tonight. Any amount of drinking or drug use can be dangerous to operate a vehicle. So please take an Uber, Lyft, cab, have a designated driver. And, the designated driver should not drink or use anything. It doesn't mean that they drink less. We know that any amount of alcohol or drugs can impair a driver. So we want everyone to be safe. And if people are out and they're struggling with opioids, we also want everyone to have naloxone, which is a rescue medication for someone who has experienced an opioid overdose. And we have naloxone available at both of our treatment centers for people to pick up if they need it. Naloxone's available at pharmacies without a prescription. It's available through our Kane County Health Department if people need naloxone. It's available through other harm reduction organizations. We know that naloxone is saving lives, and actually we're seeing a small decrease in our opioid overdoses in many areas, so that's encouraging. But we find fentanyl, which is a very dangerous and potent opioid, in all types of drugs, from cocaine to methamphetamine to pressed pills that people are passing off as other medicines that are actually not medicines. They're illicit drugs. We've even seen some fentanyl in marijuana and cannabis. And so it's really important that if people are still drinking or using, just to be safe. We want everyone to survive this holiday season and every day and survive this disease if they are struggling with a substance use disorder.
Very good. Hey, you know what, Karen, thank you so much for joining us today on WRMN. This information is very crucial for people who might be maybe thinking about having some drinks, and those maybe not as well too, because everyone can be affected by it. So I want to thank you so much, Karen, for joining us today and talking about this. It's definitely something that needs to be discussed and heard and talked about too. So we greatly appreciate your time.
Yeah, thank you for bringing attention to this issue, and I wish everyone a safe and healthy holiday season. Thank you.
All right. Thanks so much, Karen. You gotta have a good rest of your day.
All right, you too. Thanks.
Thank you.
Right. Bye-bye now. All right, that was Karen here. Thank you so much for joining us today. Folks, if you are interested in checking out more information for Recovery Centers of America, you can visit their website, recoverycentersofamerica.com. Call today at 1-800-RECOVERY. That's 1-800-RECOVERY. They're here for you. You can choose recovery today, meaning being present with your loved ones for many of the holidays to come in the near future as well too. So thank you again. Folks, we're going to take a very quick time out here. We'll be back with more Out to Lunch with WRMN here in just a bit. So of course, stay tuned.
Come on out to the Country Donuts, that is, at Route 20 and Nestler Road. They're always open. Donuts are made daily using only the finest ingredients to ensure freshness. Their huge variety of donuts offers something to please everyone. Country Donuts doesn't stop at offering you the best donuts. Enjoy a delicious breakfast sandwich or stop in for lunch and try a bowl of their famous chili. Need a larger or special donut order for your office? Call 847-488-1900.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers. So we build specially adapted homes at Homes for Our Troops. And thanks to our donors and supporters, this life-changing gift of freedom is provided mortgage-free to these veterans. But we need you to join us too in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
A recent Gallup poll indicated that 38% of Americans are putting off health care because of financial concerns, the highest ever recorded. I'm Dr. Bob Martin, here to serve you every Sunday afternoon from 1 to 4. Millions of Americans are seeking health advice that will not cost an arm and a leg, so I offer health tips and advice absolutely free. Listen to my show, Sunday afternoons from 1 to 4 right here on WRMN, AM 1410 and 96.7 FM, the voice of the Valley and the home of Radio Shopping Show.
America's Best Restaurants travels the country and features restaurants that you should visit each week. Recently, the cast and crew made their way to Renata's German Restaurant in Hanover Park. Renata serves old family recipes and delicious German-influenced food. Renata's also specializes in a wide variety of traditional German baked goods, too. So, if you've yet to visit Renata's, try America's Best Restaurants choice. Drop in soon for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Visit renatasgermanrestaurant.com.
As the Elgin Police Department continues to participate in the Distracted Driving campaign, they wanted to share some tips from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration website regarding safe driving. If you are expecting a text or need to send one, pull over and park your car in a safe location. Once you are safely off the road and parked, it's safe to text. Designate your passenger as your designated texter. Allow them to access your phone to respond to calls or messages. Do not engage in social media scrolling or messaging while driving. Are you struggling not to text and drive? Activate your phone's Do Not Disturb feature or put your cell phone in the trunk, the glove box, or the back seat of your vehicle until you arrive at your destination. Remember, the Elgin Police are conducting directed patrols to enforce distracted driving violations. Just drive and stay safe. A message from our friends at the Elgin Police Department and your friends here at WRMN AM 1410 and 96.7 FM.
Welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410, broadcasting live here from downtown Elgin. We're serving the Fox River Valley. I kind of ran a little bit here because it was a little dead air for just a tad bit. I was putting the mail away, getting some a little sip of coffee here. Hey, we still have a little bit of time left here before we head on into our 12 o'clock hour. When we get into our 12 o'clock hour, we'll continue on and talk a little bit here, going back and forth with Bill here. And then at 12:30 or so, we're going to take it to the bottom of the hour news and messages from our sponsors. Then when we come back, we'll be in our Tradio segment. If you're looking to buy, sell, trade, and or announce to the Fox River Valley area, that'll be the time to call in 847-931-1410 or our text number at 505-926-1410. Hey, Linda here is in the comments section giving us a text to our Image 360 number. Happy Thanksgiving to you too and your families. Thank you, Linda, so much for commenting. And if you want to be a part of the conversation, we're streaming live on youtube.com at WRMN Radio.
Hey, thank you for giving a very informative episode as we're winding down here. If you're just catching us, we had a young lady who runs a rehab center in St. Charles.
Yes.
Talking about drug and alcohol recovery and their inpatient, outpatient programs. I'm a firm believer in drug and alcohol recovery. We have to keep everybody clean and sober. People don't realize how easy it is to fall, especially in the alcohol addiction, because it's legal, it's prevalent, and people abuse it. Not everybody, but those people that do and fall in that rabbit hole, we need to get them help.
Yeah.
I'm a firm believer in alcohol recovery.
So-
and she also mentioned something about diabetics and alcohol. I had a list from several doctors I put together why diabetics should not be drinking alcohol.
Yeah.
It's really detrimental to your health. And I don't have it with me, but I remember one of them. And one of the reasons is alcohol breaks down differently in the diabetic's body. And don't forget, many alcohols, such as wine, have sugar in them. We're diabetics, we're not supposed to have a lot of sugar intake. You got to keep your diabetes at the level that your doctor suggests. So I deal with two doctors. I deal with my primary care physician and I deal with my podiatrist. And they both have, they both talk about your A1C. They both talk about your blood glucose levels and what you should consume. And you mentioned last time, because we talk about food, I should write a cookbook. I'm going to put a chapter in there about diabetics' health and diabetic foods, because we just can't eat anything like you were talking about. What's today, Bavarian Cream Day?
Yeah, Bavarian Cream Pie Day today.
It would put me over the top eating a Bavarian cream pie,
Yeah.
I'd be in the hospital. I'm a diabetic. I can't have that huge sugar intake. I have to keep my levels at a reasonable level, my blood glucose levels.
Yeah.
So, that's important with the holidays. I mean, drinking is just going to come often. And when I go to these parties, I drink Diet Cokes. And one person many years ago asked me if I was drinking. And I said, no, I don't drink alcohol. And not that I was an alcoholic. I just chose not to drink alcohol many years ago. And he says, well, how do you celebrate? Well, I'm drinking Diet Coke. And he goes, well, I don't understand how you celebrate without liquor. I go, you're drinking rum and Coke. How do you know what's in my drink? And what does it matter? If you're drinking rum and Coke and I'm drinking Coke without rum, what's the difference? It's my intake. What do you care? I'm drinking to your health. I'm drinking to your whatever we're drinking to,
Yeah, exactly.
I don't need alcohol to show me a good time.
Yeah.
I have a good time by eating good food, having a good conversation with people like you and RMN and our callers. And, when I go eat dinner with somebody, it's a 2-hour event for me. I'm not going to eat and run. I go to these American Legion breakfasts and fish fries. I stay there for 2 hours.
Yeah.
I talk to everybody.
But that's good. You get the conversation in, you get the good food, and it's all about the experience.
Yes, and you know what? If you're going to these American Legions or you see some of these veterans, go over there and say hello to them. If they want to talk to you, they will. If they don't, they'll be very obvious that they don't want to talk. But after my veterans meeting, when I'm wearing my hat, sometimes I'm walking through Jewel or I'm using that e-scooter through Jewel, that mobility card. And a lot of people come up to me and thank me for my service. I'll talk to them. I have no problem with it. I find it very respectful.
That's good. Very nice. So, folks, thank you so much again for joining us today. We still have a full hour left. And again, folks, if you are interested in checking out the Recovery Centers of America outpatient at St. Charles, you can visit the website, recoverycentersofamerica.com. We'll be back with more Out to Lunch in just a bit.
Imagine planting, tending, and raising your crops all season long, only to discover a micronutrient deficiency is robbing your yield potential. Once you spot signs of nutrient deficiencies, it can be difficult to bounce back. Get ahead of manganese, boron, and copper deficiencies with Moxin from CHS. Designed with a patented Levosol chelate, Moxin increases nutrient availability and provides your crops with the nutrition they need. Ask your local CHS retailer about the power of Moxin.
There's a hidden gem in Elgin's South End. It harkens back to the days when going to a diner with family and friends was where everybody gathered for a delicious breakfast or lunch. Ray's Family Restaurant at 801 St. Charles Street in Elgin is a diner that you'll love with tasty food. The atmosphere and the staff are friendly and fast. They're open until 3 p.m. daily. You can never go wrong with Ray's. Visit raysfamilyrestaurant.com. That's raysfamilyrestaurant.com.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410, Elgin time, 12 o'clock.
With your 1410 WRMN News Flash, I'm Sean Kernan. Brought to you by Verizon. The city of Elgin calling on residents to mark your calendars for National Cookie Day, December 4th at the center of Elgin, located at 100 Symphony Way from 3 to 5 p.m. Bring your festive cheer and a letter to Santa because the first 50 kids will be treated to a free cookie. Naperville taking a step toward enhancing its cultural landscape with feedback from its public art survey. Residents showing enthusiasm for nature-inspired and interactive installations as part of the survey, while 82% would like to see public art outside of the downtown area. The Napier Settlement is holding its annual tree lighting ceremony on December 4th from 5 to 7 p.m. at 523 South Webster Street in Naperville. Santa is set to be there. There'll be delicious cookies and cocoa as well, and events get underway at 5:15. With your 1410 WRMN News Flash, I'm Sean Kernan.
Do you lay awake at night worrying about what to buy everyone on your holiday list? Well, Skechers is here for a holiday rescue with hands-free Skechers slip-ins, the right gift for everyone on your list. Because with hands-free Skechers slip-ins, you just step into them and they're on. There's no bending down, no touching your shoes, no retying laces. Plus, Skechers slip-ins are perfect for everyone. Moms, dads, grandparents, kids, friends, coworkers, and they're the most comfortable shoes they'll ever wear. Find them for the holidays at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever stylish footwear is sold.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds, which could be life-changing. I mean, you could put that money towards that zero-turn lawnmower you've always wanted. And after using its edge-shaping technology to meticulously sculpt the face of the Mona Lisa into your grass, you'll become the undisputed king of Saturday morning lawn care, leaving your neighbor and sworn enemy Gary to question his place in the delicate neighborhood ecosystem. And it's all because you could save money switching at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
Let me tell you a story about Bill. Bill was a normal guy in his 50s. He had back surgery about 2 years ago. Bill was in a lot of pain. He dealt with his pain by taking the Percocets his doctor prescribed for him. Bill took more and more and more of them to help with the pain, until one day the prescriptions weren't enough to get rid of Bill's pain. Then one day, Bill found someone to help him get rid of the pain with illegal drugs he didn't need a prescription for. Fast forward to today. Bill lost his job and his family. The only thing he does have is his drug dealer. If you know Bill's story and you don't want to end up like Bill, call the Detox and Treatment Helpline right now to get away and get treatment.
800-694-1127. 800-694-1127. 800-694-1127. Call right now. Help is standing by. 800-694-1127.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN. NBA Cup group stage play last night. The Bulls beat the Wizards 127-108. 19 points, 12 rebounds for Nikola Vukovic as Chicago improves to 8-11 overall, 6-5 away from home. Kobe White led all Bulls with 21 points. Zach LaVine had 18. Taylor Horton-Tucker with 13 off the bench. Jalen Smith added 12. The Bulls have wins in 3 of their last 5. They return to action tonight on the road at Orlando. The Blackhawks take on the Dallas Stars tonight at United Center. Chicago's 7-12-2. Dallas 13-7-0. The Stars are third in the Central Division. Chicago's last. Just one win in the last 5 for the Blackhawks. NFL tomorrow. The Bears visit the Lions. Chicago winless in 4 road games. They're 4-7 overall. The Lions 10-1, 4-1 at home. They've won 9 straight and lead the NFC North. Bundle auto and home, renters or condo, and save with Progressive. I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
There are Black Friday deals, and then there are Kohl's Black Friday deals. Where else can you get 40% off Levi's, up to 50% off Sephora fragrances, and home favorites for under $10 all in the same place? And it gets better. You can score extra Kohl's cash with $15 earned for every $50 spent. Get 15% off some of your finds, and save even more with limited time doorbusters, like 50% off toys. Select styles. Offers end November 29th. Coupons do not apply to Levi's employees. Coupons and Kohl's cash do not apply to Sephora. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Welcome to Staples.
Help! My family's in for the holidays and I need gift ideas.
That's why we're here. Staples has amazing deals on everything you need. Photo gifts, laptops, and gaming systems. Even custom holiday cards and shipping solutions to send gifts to the family that can't make it.
Perfect! Have anything for Uncle Frank? I love him, but the guy is never quiet.
Noise-canceling headphones. For you.
You get it.
Unwrap huge holiday savings at Staples. And right now at Staples, save up to $300.
Everyone has a community to lean on. A neighborhood, school, kids' teams, where you worship, work, work out, or any other place or group where you choose to belong. Communities can provide support when you need it, and even when you don't know you do. Like when it comes to preventing underage drinking and other substance use. You've talked with your kids and shared clear expectations, but you're not with them every minute. Your community members, friends and relatives, teachers and coaches, faith leaders, and other important adults in your kids' lives can be your eyes, ears, and a supportive influence when you're not around, reinforcing your messages with your kids and alerting you to warning signs of underage drinking or other substance use. So talk with your kids about these issues and involve the members of your community to help keep your kids safe. Because when you talk, they hear you.
All right, hello everybody. Welcome to the 12 o'clock hour of Out to Lunch with WRMN, AM 1410, Voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town. We're broadcasting live here from downtown Elgin, serving the Fox River Valley. Happy Thanksgiving Eve. We hope everyone is going to have a fantastic Thanksgiving, whether you're with family, friends, both. Maybe even some of your little fur friends too, your little fur children. Dogs, cats, parrots, rabbits, whoever you might be with. It's a day to be thankful and eat some good food too. Don't stuff yourself too much, but definitely eat some good food. I want to welcome here, of course, we also have Bill Pellerinos with us as well, looking pretty stylish with his sunglasses here too, right?
He turned on, I'm sorry, folks, I got to wear these shades because he turned on some bright lights so we could do this YouTube. Okay, so I just got the shades just to retract some of that floodlight. But we were here talking, and we've been talking about with the holidays, with the alcohol consumption, binge drinking. We had a rehab center call up when people have drug and alcohol problems that they could check into their rehab center, inpatient, outpatient. We've tried to cover all bases, and I got a text about DUIs and people that don't know me, I'm a DUI expert that I've testified in trials, both for the prosecution and for the defense. And the question was, how accurate, let me see, I got this text. Listening to your show, you mentioned DUIs. How accurate are the breathalyzers? No machine is totally accurate. There's always a margin of error in the machine. And I've testified against the breathalyzer machine as far as West Virginia I've gone to testify because no machine or no test is 100% accurate. And I documented this in my book, which Matt is reading. Matt, pop up that book on YouTube. It's called DUI Jury Trial. Matt is reading my most current book, DUI Jury Trial. And I documented a case in which I testified as an expert witness in DuPage County. And the defendant was a truck driver whose CDL was going to be disqualified if he would be convicted. I'm not going to tell the outcome of the case. You have to read the book, which is on Amazon.com and on BarnesandNoble.com. It's interesting reading. It's a true story. I included all the transcripts from the trial. It reads like a screenplay: question, answer, question, answer, question, answer. And then I have chapters about the aftermath, and I give tips and clues from our radio program. So I threw in a lot of things in that book. It took me and the two attorneys that defended this case, it took us about 7 months to put the book together. So if you're interested in this kind of scenario, we talk about alcoholics, but there's always the social drinker, the guy that goes to a party or a picnic or a Super Bowl party, something like that, or a holiday party, and just drinks a little bit and then gets caught up and gets arrested at DUI, and his whole life is tumbled into the legal system. And with this young man, this was a 3-year ordeal from start to finish. He was arrested in November 2016, and the jury trial took place on October 30th, 2019, almost 3 years to the date. So you don't want to get involved in a deep legal battle, and especially if your livelihood's dependent on them. For people that don't know what a CDL is, it's a commercial driver's license. Anybody driving a truck over 26,000 pounds is required to have one. And truck drivers make good money, but they work for it. In order to work for it, you need your CDL.
Yeah.
You can't afford to have that disqualified because of an alcohol violation. And truck drivers are very, I have a lot of respect for them. A lot of my relatives are truck drivers. They're very thorough. They're very conscientious. They're very careful on the road. Where they get in trouble is when they're off duty. They're driving their personal car. They're going to that holiday party or that summer picnic or the Super Bowl party. And that's when it happens. They drink a little bit or a little bit too much or maybe under the legal limit, and they get arrested. And you can't afford to lose your livelihood, you know. So that's an interesting book if you're interested in true crime and that's a crime that anybody can fall in. You know, I've said this on talk radio over the years. Drunk driving is not an intentional act. It's not like me and you are going to rob a bank. We know we're robbing a bank, right?
Yeah.
But we're not going to say, hey, let's keep on drinking and see if we could make it home. Nobody says, let's see how much we could drink and then drive home. Nobody says that. I mean, it's just not done. It's people drinking, lose proper judgment, and they make an error. And in this case, his entire livelihood depended on it. They documented the whole case from start to finish. So I highly recommend the book. I've been getting good reviews on it. It's on Amazon.com and it's on BarnesandNoble.com. And it makes a good gift, good reading. And, you know, I like a physical book. I don't like reading those Kindles or whatever ebooks that my wife likes to read that, but I don't want to look at a computer all night long. You know what I'm saying? Or an iPad. I like a physical book, and I
look at the book and just
put a bookmark in.
And just reading it, flipping through the pages.
Yes, you like that too. You like physical books.
Yes.
So yes. So back to our listener's question about the breathalyzer machines. In this book, I do testify as to the errors with the breathalyzer machine. And the errors were committed by the operator, not by the machine itself. If proper administration of the test is not followed by proper protocol, then the results of the test can't be trusted. And I testified to that, basically to that, in front of a jury.
Yeah.
So I've gone as far as West Virginia to testify because if a lawyer is very sharp on top of it, he'll subpoena not only the police videos from the field sobriety test, but he'll subpoena the in-house video showing the breathalyzer test and the 20-minute observation and the reading of the warning to the motorist. He'll subpoena all that stuff. But they have to be really quick on it because some of those videotapes are re-recorded over every 30 days. So they have to move quickly on it. But with that being said, what else are we talking about? Alcohol consumption. And here we're not talking about the pure alcoholic that goes into that needs to go to rehab center. We're talking about the social drinker, the person that don't drink usually, the person that just happens to go to a party and just a little bit too much. And that happens to a lot of people. And it's very costly if you lose.
Well, when it comes to holidays too, I think sometimes people feel like it's an excuse to drink a lot because it's like a celebration and they don't really have like a boundary of knowing when to stop at times.
But you don't have to drink alcohol. I mentioned this. I go to parties and I drink Diet Cokes. What do you care what's in my drink? If it's Diet Coke or rum and Coke, makes no difference to you. I'm the one consuming it.
I like sparkling grape juice.
You what?
Sparkling grape juice.
Yes, very nice.
That's good.
You know what? I've noticed Jewel sells a lot of that. And I think Walgreens too.
Yep. We always get for Thanksgiving and Christmas, we get white grape and red grape. And then we do have regular wine as well too. But I do like I like having that that drink.
I think I have to stay away from that because it's got sugar in it.
It does have quite a bit of sugar. Yes, it's a Welch's, but it's a sparkling. Yeah. It's nice.
And you know what else? There's alcohol. There's wines without alcohol. There's beers without alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
So if you just want that beer taste, that wine taste, there's non-alcoholic beverages that are out there. And I believe Walgreens carries some of those.
I think are they called the virgin drinks?
The what?
The virgin drinks, maybe.
Bourbon?
Virgin drinks.
Oh, virgin.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, but I think one of those non-alcoholic beers is called O'Doul's, if you're familiar with that.
I don't believe I am.
But anyways, you can have the taste of your beer without alcohol. So with that being said, we want everybody to have a safe holiday. That's why we're doing this. So this is almost like a public service announcement. And I'm glad you brought that lady from the rehab center on. It was good information.
Mm-hmm.
And Sonar was listening away in. And that was a good conversation. And we got some key points down, especially if somebody has to go into that, whether or not insurance will cover it. And a lot of your questions can be answered by calling that 1-800-RECOVERY number, 1-800-RECOVERY. I'm going to put that on my Facebook. Let me mention my websites. My website is policeproject1.com. That's policeproject1, the number 1, not only .com. You can go to my website. You can reach out to me. You can contact me. You know, God forbid you get a DUI, feel free to reach out for me. That's what I do. I analyze DUI cases. If you don't have an attorney, I can give you a list of attorneys in the area that you're going to be going to court in that handle such cases. It's not a problem. Then you talk to them to see who best fits your needs. Every attorney handles their case differently. So it's important to get your cases evaluated by me if you want a DUI expert point of view in an attorney. But feel free to reach out to me. I also do paralegal work for a lot of attorneys, so I can assist somewhere down the road, even if I don't have to testify. But DUI jury trial covers a lot of ground, and a lot of questions will be answered. And like I said, I've got positive reviews on this. It was just published this year. So as we're moving forward, I really want to tell people to be really careful out there in the roads. Because even if it's not alcohol related, there's an enormous amount of accidents. Just people are speeding to get from point A to point B.
Yeah, I noticed here too when I was on my way out to Pinger Grove. It was in the early morning around 7:30, but there was still quite a bit of cars that were out.
Yes.
More than usual.
You know, at the beginning of our broadcast, I mentioned, and you agree with me, people took the whole week off.
Yeah.
A lot of people did this.
Mm-hmm.
They've been, since last weekend, they've been hustling all over the place for one holiday.
Yeah.
You know, they're running to grocery stores, they're shopping. You know, people are not waiting until Black Friday to shop. They've been out. And you know, that's good. We got to keep the economy going, especially local shopping. And I mentioned this a couple of weeks ago. If you're looking for oddities, Rediscover Records right here in Elgin. He's got some really unique. I ended up buying an album for my future son-in-law of stuff he likes. Awesome. And he's got some odd albums there, some unique stuff. That's a nice little quaint place to check out when you're looking for some oddities, you know, and everybody has different likes, you know.
Yeah, and we'll definitely go through that too, because that's a good place that you can get some good records. They even have like a back of the store record section for like $1, which is pretty cool too. So we'll definitely talk more about that here. We're going to take a little time out. We'll be back with more Out to Lunch with WRMN here in just a bit. So folks, stay tuned.
Get ready to run with Dick Pond Athletics in St. Charles, where runners and walkers have found their perfect fit for over 50 years. Whether you're just starting your fitness journey or training for that next big race, we've got everything you need. Since 1969, we've been helping everyone from beginners to world champions solve their foot issues. As America's oldest running and walking shoe store, we carry all the top brands like Hoka, Nike, Brooks, On, Asus, New Balance, and North Face. The gear you trust, the gear that works. But we don't stop at just providing the right gear. Our experienced staff will help you find the perfect fit and teach you how to use it in one of our many free run-walk classes. We're here to keep you moving and healthy with expert advice and personalized service. And don't miss incredible savings in our clearance section. perfect for making your fitness journey even more affordable. Dick Pond Athletics. Let's hit the ground running.
Okay, antibodies, huddle up. We're a great team, but the flu is dominating. The good news is the human we're protecting just got his flu shots. That means all of us antibodies have strong new gear that will help us fight and defend against the flu. We must win so that our human can stay healthy and help protect the people he cares about most.
Let's work as a team to defend against the flu. Gear up with a flu shot to help protect yourself and others and reduce your risk of being sick or hospitalized with the flu. Learn more at getmyflushot.org. Brought to you by the AMA, CDC, and the Ad Council.
Rise and shine, Fox Valley listeners. It's time to kickstart your day with First Shift with Marky B on WRMN 1410 AM. From 6 to 9 a.m., join the chatter that gets you clued in with the latest buzz around town. Don't just sip on your coffee. Let Marky B brew your morning with the perfect mix of news, views, and moves. Dial us in or live stream at WRMN1410.com and make your mornings a whole lot brighter. WRMN 1410 AM. We're the voice of the Valley, and we're here to talk.
This is McGruff the Crime Dog, and I need you to help me take a bite out of crime. Counterfeit products are popping up everywhere. Fake sneakers, fake cosmetics, and even fake pills. Crooks are selling counterfeit versions of just about everything. Last year, billions of dollars worth of counterfeit products were sold in the U.S. Sure, it may seem like saving a few bucks on the things you want isn't a big deal, but counterfeits are usually made in unsafe conditions, potentially using hazardous and even lethal ingredients that could harm you and others. And the money you've paid, it goes right into the hands of criminals and may support child labor, drugs, and even gangs. Smells like big crime to me. So if you still think buying fake products is harmless, think again. And remember, if you don't know where the products came from, how could you know where the money goes? You're smart, buy smart. Go for real. Learn more at mcgruffpsa.org. This message is brought to you by the United States Patent and Trademark Office and the National Crime Prevention Council.
All right, welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch with WRMN, AM 1410. Hey, we still have a little bit of time left here of the first half hour of the 12 o'clock segment. We're officially now into the afternoon time. So maybe you're getting ready to eat some good food. Maybe you've already had your lunch, or, you're cooking and getting ready for Thanksgiving because it's already coming up tomorrow. Oh, how the time has flown by. But make sure that you catch those flying turkeys for Thanksgiving, of course, too. Or maybe, you know what? Maybe you like ham. Hey, Bill, you told me that you actually prefer ham on Thanksgiving.
Yes, let's talk about food for a little bit there.
Okay.
I prefer ham over turkey. And first of all, you're not going to get sleepy eating the ham.
Yeah, that's true.
Secondly, I like, you can do the same thing with the ham that you do with turkey. You could have the gravy, or you can have stuffing, and you could do the same condiments with that.
Mm-hmm.
And side dishes, rice, whatever you want, pasta, you can add it on. And a lot of businesses are catering tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
Yes, I'm going to a friend's house, and she is not cooking. She's getting a restaurant to cater. It comes in big tin foil.
What's the restaurant?
It's out of Park Ridge. I believe it's called Harp and Fiddle. Harp and Fiddle.
In Park Ridge?
In Park Ridge. So while he's checking on that, the point is, it's such a busy day that it's so easy just to get it catered and ordered. They drop it off. It comes in big tins. And the food's all ready for you, ready to go. And you could get your house ready. You got to get it organized, cleaned up. And even if you're having people order, you need a tablecloth, you need napkins. You got to get everything organized. When you're having quite a few, even if you don't have a big party, even a dozen people, it takes time to prepare.
Absolutely. Sometimes it's just good to have someone else cook it for you. You get it delivered. We've done that before during Christmas time. My aunt has had like Olive Garden catered. And so we usually, that's something that we've done where we haven't cooked and we just.
And to me, it doesn't have to be turkey. I mean, turkey is a tradition, but I like the ham. many, many years ago in the early 80s, I was dating this girl, and she invited me over to her family's house. And the mom made chicken Kiev. First time I'd ever eaten chicken Kiev. You ever eat chicken Kiev?
Oh, very good. Yes, I have.
It was nobody complained about it. And I remember it was chicken Kiev. They still had the gravy, the rice, the stuffing. You don't need a turkey to have turkey stuffing,
Was it homemade chicken Kiev?
You're talking about 1980 something.
Oh, okay.
You're talking about early, but that was the first time. I didn't even know what chicken Kiev was. I had never eaten it.
Yeah, it's very good with the butter.
I remember eating it. It was different. Nobody complained about it. So my whole point is you don't need traditional turkey to have a good Thanksgiving.
Yeah, and it's all about coming together as a family and as friends. Friendsgiving has also been kind of on the rise as well, too. You're familiar with Friendsgiving, where a lot of people have friends over?
Just go over to friends? Mm-hmm. I prefer that better than seeing some of your in-laws.
I always like Thanksgiving.
Some people are bummed down their holidays. They got to see people they don't like.
Our family in the past for Thanksgiving, we're always on the best behavior. We used to go over to my grandma's house on my dad's side for Thanksgiving, and everyone was always on their best behavior when it came to the grandparents, always. And same with Christmas. So.
And don't forget the holidays, the Thanksgiving holidays, the start of Christmas and holiday shopping. And we're all out there, so you got to be careful. We mentioned going to the shopping centers early. Try to get a good parking space. Like I mentioned, many years ago, I saw people fighting over a parking space. I mean, tensions and aggravation and tempers are flying during this time of year. So you really don't want to be involved in an incident. And the other night, I saw on the news that somebody had been shot on the highway in a road rage incident. If people are driving erratically, just get out of their way. That's all there is to it. Yep. So we're trying to give tips and clues to make it through the holidays safely and, get out of it alive, hopefully,
Absolutely.
But for some people, it's a traumatic time, and it's up to you to pace yourself, give yourself plenty of time to get there. And don't forget, there's normal distractions on the road, such as train crossings. I've been stuck at train crossings for sometimes 15 minutes. I just shut the engine off. Mm-hmm. You got to give yourself extra time. Coming out here, there were stalls on the highway, backed up traffic. Give yourself extra time. If it's a 40-minute drive, give yourself an hour. If it's a 20-minute drive, give yourself 40 minutes.
Well, it looks like forecast-wise, it's not like we're going to be getting, at least in the area, snow. Has that happened before?
Yes, I remember a few years ago on Veterans Day, we had a blizzard. This had to be about maybe 5 years ago because it was pre-COVID, and I had gone to a DUI class, a drug and alcohol class for police officers, and I was sitting in the class with police officers, and it was a blizzard. People were coming in so late. Hey, we live in an age where you can watch the weather at a 10 o'clock news. Mm-hmm. You can't govern yourself accordingly. Set that clock for an extra hour early.
Yep, exactly. And again, like you said before, giving yourself enough time to travel, because you never know what the roads are going to be like. You never know what the weather is actually going to be like. Of course, we do have predictions of the weather, but we don't really know until it actually
And of course, there's the unexpected stuff. There's traffic accidents. There's stalled vehicles. People take out their cars. Believe it or not, in this day and age, even though with all the indicators we have in cars, people still run out of gas.
Yeah.
Don't let your car go down to empty. Don't let it go where the lights are flashing. Fuel. Never let your car get that low. I always fill up at the half tank mark.
Make sure to always bring things that you absolutely need. If you have any medications and you're traveling a far way as well, too, to make sure to bring those.
Yes. And in the car, keep a blanket. You don't know how long you'll be stranded on that roadway in case your car breaks down.
Yep. So always good to be prepared, and it prevents poor.
Proper preparation prevents poor performance.
There you go. I like it. The 5 Ps. Speaking about this, we'll continue on. We'll go into our Tradio segment in just a bit, folks. Stay tuned. You've been listening to WRMN AM 1410. This is your host, Mac McNeil, with Bill Pellerinos on the side here. Just as important, of course, too. Stay tuned. We'll be back, and we'll be in our Tradio segment. Don't go anywhere.
This is WRMN News. Hello, I'm Dennis Green. It's a big day for travel for Americans getting away for Thanksgiving holiday, and this year, travelers will see lower gas prices and more TSA workers. News Nation's Javier Walton has more.
According to TSA, 2.9 million passengers nationwide expected at airports today alone. Even more expected to fly home Sunday after Thanksgiving. That's the busiest day, but as for staffing at airports, TSA says it's ready to handle the holiday hysteria, so to speak. Officials say they have the highest levels of staffing in TSA history. Aside from weather, the biggest cause for delays and cancellations could be due to the FAA's air traffic controller shortage, but officials say, hey, those impacts would likely be felt in the Northeast, so airports like think Newark, JFK, LaGuardia.
AAA says almost 72 million people will be driving to their destinations this holiday weekend. That's 1 million more than last year. Mexico's president says the country could retaliate with tariffs of its own and warned the dire economic consequences for both countries, including inflation and job losses. Analysts agree. Brandon Arnold with the National Taxpayers Union.
These tariffs could amount to $365 billion in higher taxes. That will necessarily increase prices. Those companies are really going to be hurt. They're going to have to pay their workers less, lay off workers, increase consumer prices.
Analysts say retaliation would also hit American companies and businesses that export to Mexico and Canada, creating a ripple effect across the continent. For WRMN News, I'm Dennis Green. Have a happy Thanksgiving. WRMN News, produced in Studio 14 by the River Media Network.
Hi, this is Sue with Newman's Corner Pub in Hampshire, Illinois. Are you looking for the perfect hangout spot? Swing by Newman's Corner Pub right at the corner of 72 and State Street in Hampshire. Enjoy fantastic drinks, live music, and a fun crowd that makes every visit special. Test your luck with our hot slots and our Queen of Hearts drawing every Saturday at 3 p.m. Challenge your friends to darts or pool while you're here. Newman's Corner Pub, where every day feels like a weekend. Visit us at Route 72 and State Street in Hampshire. That's Newman's Corner Pub, your new favorite spot.
Twin Zeros, located at 4870 North Harlem Avenue in Harwood Heights, serves traditional gyros as well as its award-winning chicken gyros on a pita. Twin Gyros has a diverse menu that includes barbecue ribs, chicken dinners, Philly cheesesteak sandwiches, cheeseburgers, and Vienna beef hot dogs that have recently been inducted into the Vienna Beef Hot Dog Hall of Fame. Check out the full menu at twinzeros.com. That's Twin Zeros at 4870 North Harlem Avenue in Harwood Heights, Illinois.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast. This afternoon, mostly cloudy with a high near 43. Temperatures falling to around 39. Tonight, mostly cloudy with a low around 27. Looking ahead to Thanksgiving Day, mostly sunny with a high near 36. Temperatures dropping in the afternoon. Thursday night, mostly cloudy with a low around 20. Currently, it is 42 and overcast. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
There are Black Friday deals, and then there are Kohl's Black Friday deals. Where else can you get 40% off Levi's, up to 50% off Sephora fragrances, and home favorites for under $10, all in the same place? And it gets better. You can score extra Kohl's cash with $15 earned for every $50 spent. Get 15% off some of your finds, and save even more with limited-time doorbusters, like 50% off toys. Select styles. Offers end November 29th. Coupons do not apply to Levi's and toys. Coupons and Kohl's cash do not apply to Sephora. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410. And of course, you know what time it is. We are in our Tradio segment. The Tradio segment. This is a segment where you get to call into the show 847-931-1410. You get to, of course, announce here what you are looking to purchase, sell, trade, or any events that are happening within the area. What this does is it allows for you to keep informed. Now, keeping informed here, of course, is important, but it also is important, too, when it comes to our Tradio segment, to let us know what's happening. You have any particular items you're looking to purchase? You know what? It's coming up to the holiday season. Of course, we all know this. Thanksgiving is already tomorrow. Something, of course, to be thankful for. And after that, we've got Black Friday, so it's going to be definitely a hectic day, especially when in the context of shopping. Definitely so. With the extra discounts, with the people going in person. We shall see how it goes. You'll probably see something on the news here or there about some person fighting with another person over over a Barbie doll or something. But so with that being said, it's definitely the busy time of year here. And you might be looking for an item that you can't find at the normal stores. You're looking for an antique item, a vintage collectible, something very specific. And you never know, someone out there might just have exactly what you're looking for. This is the time for you to get the opportunity to call into the show or also to message us through the Image 360 info number. That's 505-926-1410. Again, 505-926-1410. This gives you the opportunity to call in or to text us. You can also email me too if you'd like, Matt McNeil at WRMN1410.com, or any of our WRMN staff. You can feel free to email. We'll make sure to get the announcement out there. So again, what's an item maybe that you're looking to purchase as a Christmas or holiday gift? What's an item that you're looking to get rid of, whether you're looking to just get rid of it for free to downsize or maybe make a little extra cash so that you can purchase that item that you've been looking for, hoping to give to someone for the holiday season. Maybe it's something you want to trade as well. Someone might have something that the other person wants what you're having, so you swap it, you trade it. Or again, also important here too, if you have something to announce, maybe you have a church organization event that's coming up, a gift basket raffle, a special sale going on, Small Business Saturdays coming up. We did go through a couple different businesses recently here. We are going to be also be going through some on Friday. I have Tanner Melvin, who's going to be coming here to WRMN to talk a little bit about his business of Side Street Studio Arts on Ziegler Court and what's going to be offered there too. So feel free to contact us. Let us know. Again, you can email us if you're interested. You can call in and say what's your business within the area to promote for Small Business Saturday. Feel free to let us know. 847-931-1410, or of course also that Image 360 info number, which is 505-926-1410, brought to you by Image 360, located in South Elgin, your one source of custom signage and graphic solutions in South Elgin. So that is that. Let's take a look here and we'll go through our Tradio announcements. Who has recently called in within the past couple of weeks or so. So first and foremost here, we do have a Tradio caller that has called in. It was yesterday. This is Linda. Now, Linda actually has quite a few items for sale. One or a couple items in particular that she is selling all together as a set. So she's located out in Huntley and she has some good stuff to sell. She's moving and she's looking to sell some items here. What she has, this is put together as a set. She has a couch and love seat. Now, they're about 25 years old, but they're still in good condition. So the couch is 80 inches wide by 34 inches deep. Now, what is also featured with this couch is that there's matching covers for the arms that come with it. There are some side pillows. Those are in different colors, but they match nonetheless still. And then the love seat is 60 inches by 34 inches. Now, also included with this, with the love seat and the couch, are two lamps. They're high standing lamps, as well as two coffee tables. They match. And then also the side table, it has a nice little magazine rack that's built into it. If you put all of these together, the couch, love seat, the two lamps, the two coffee tables, and then also the side table, it's $350 all put together. Also has 7 white fold-up tables that she got from Farm and Fleet, Blaine's Farm and Fleet. And some are 4 feet, some are 6, and some are 8 feet. So she's going to sell those for cheap. So if anyone is interested, please feel free to reach out to Linda at 847-271-8219. Again, that's 847-271-8219. That's Linda and Huntley. Any of those items might sound interesting to you, feel free to reach out to her. We also have another Tradio caller located in McHenry. It's Dwayne. He's calling in. He has a bike with 21 gears built for 2. It's a tandem bike for $200. Great as a Christmas or holiday gift. Also has an outboard boat motor. It's a 9.5 horsepower short shaft boat motor for $300. Also has here, because it's hunting season, some hunting equipment for ducks and geese. And he also has for $500 a trolling motor battery operated 50 thrust motor, $500 for that. If anyone is interested, please feel free to reach out to Dwayne here. That number is 847-878-8476. 847-878-8476 is that number to dial. Let's see here. Another Tradio caller here, going up the page a little bit, has a snowblower for sale. It is 24 inches with wide in the path clearing. So the path clearing is 24 inches wide. So that's pretty good. It's a Briggs & Stratton 12 horse. Also has an electric and pull start. So both of those, $350 is the asking price. If anyone is interested, this is in very good condition, a nice snowblower for sale. It's coming up to the season very, very soon. We've already seen a couple instances of snow. We're expecting to see some coming into next Tuesday, and sooner than later, of course, as we get out of November into December, you might be seeing some more snowfalls. So it's great for the upcoming snow weather. And again, $350 for this snowblower for sale. Briggs & Stratton 12 horse. Feel free to reach out to him. That number is 847-741-8276. 847-741-8276. Another Tradio caller here has a very impressive vintage cut glass round serving tray for sale. Great for the holiday season and for the entertainment. Also great as a holiday gift. You can put a lot on there too. Lots of goodies and food options. Approximately 21 inches in length. It's in great condition. Feel free to reach out to her. It's $35 is the asking price. So that's pretty good, especially for a vintage cut glass round serving tray. You get good quality for a good price. That number is 224-622-5155. Again, 224-622-5155. Another Tradio caller here is looking for a floor fan. She's located at a local nursing home. If anyone has a floor fan that is working, please feel free to reach out to her number at 847-717-3028. 847-717-3028. We have Greg here looking for those bicycles, the late 1800s to the 70s. They can be in any condition, parts, pieces, and or accessories. Those include balloon tires, Schwinn bicycles, bone shakers, and or stingrays, paraphernalia, anything that is related to bicycles. Also is looking for those vintage Omega watches, men's and women's style watches, and diver style watches too. So he's a collector, not a dealer. He'll pay a fair price for them. He also still has for sale, it makes frozen drinks. It's a Bahama version for $65. That's a low price considering what they go for online. It's a Margaritaville concoction maker in great condition. Feel free to reach out to Greg. That number is 847-884-6033. 847-884-6033 is the number to dial. We also have Gene Wheeler here, has the 2006 like-new Kawasaki Ninja 250. It's got 850 miles on there, newly tuned up, Blue Ninja style. It's automatic, $1,600 or best offer is the asking price. Feel free to reach out to him. That number is 847-354-8854. 847-354-8854 is that number to call. We also have Bill, who sells posters here. They're movie posters, original theatrical film posters. They're in wonderful condition. the movie posters like you would see in the movie theaters. Great wall art, wonderful gifts. Looking for something specific? Maybe you're looking for the movie Jaws, or you're looking for Julia Roberts films. Lots of different things out there that he has available. Feel free to text him or also to email him. You can text him at 708-793-3980. Or you can also email him as well. BillSellsPosters@gmail.com. That's BillSellsPosters@gmail.com. We also have Wood by Jeff of Elburn. He has a lot of things for free that he's looking to get rid of: cedar, wood scrap pieces, concrete boards, shelving boards, canning jars, tomato stakes. He has some tinder pieces as well, some window screens, mail sorters, solar heating kits. So he's got a lot of things. And then he's looking to sell here also the oak lumber for $2 a foot. So feel free to reach out to him, 630-365-9488. 630-365-9488. And then finally, here we have Motorcycle Tony's looking for those Japanese scooters and motorcycles. They can be in any condition. He pays cash and he has a trailer to transport them too. That number is 630-335-3312. Again, 630-335-3312. The time is 12:46. We're going to take another quick time out. When we come back, we'll continue on and go through some more of our Tradio announcements here. We do have a caller on hold. Stay patient. We'll be with you in just a bit. And then we'll also go through some other things that are happening in the area as well. Stay tuned. You're listening to Out to Lunch. Here at WRMN Radio, we try to connect with the community and discuss important issues, like our current mental health crisis. Here's Lori Baker, President and CEO of AID.
I think most people, when they see young children thinking about suicide at the ages of 5 and 6 and 7, I mean, that's shocking to me that children even know that they want to harm themselves somehow. I know it's difficult. I definitely feel the pinch. We all feel the pinch at the gas pump, at the grocery store, right, in our rents, but I think most people could handle 27 cents a day to help kids and seniors and people experiencing homelessness.
Discussions like this take place on the first shift, weekday mornings from 6 to 10, right here on WRMN AM 1410 and WRMN 1410 Radio on Facebook.
If you can't decide on dinner, have everything. Golden Corral at 154 South Gary Avenue in Bloomingdale has an endless buffet with over 150 items to choose from. There's an unmatched variety of food for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, prepared fresh throughout the day. If you're craving something specific, call or check out their menu. Golden Corral rotates the buffet often. Golden Corral in Bloomingdale. They're the only one for everyone. Visit goldencorral.com.
Adrenaline Monkey is located inside the Life Zone 360 building on Route 72 in West Dundee. Release your inner wild child at Adrenaline Monkey. It's the area's highest octane indoor adventure center. Perfect for the whole family too. Adventurers of all ages can try Ninja Warrior obstacles, rock climbing, vertical adventures, and aerial course. Adrenaline Monkey can also host your organization's team building programs. Half-day and full-day sessions are available. Visit adrenalinemonkeyfun.com/WD.
We asked seniors how to prevent Medicare scams.
My best advice, if you get a phone call, do not talk to the person. These people are well trained. Don't talk to them.
They don't know me. They're just trying to scam me.
Don't be fooled. Hang up. Just hang up.
Never give out your Medicare number.
They're going to get your number to put in a false claim.
If I get a call from someone, I don't pick up the phone. And should I pick up the phone and they ask for information, then I hang up.
How do you detect Medicare fraud?
Just like I check my credit card statements, I check my Medicare statements monthly.
Scammers can get a hold of your number, order medical devices through your account, and you're not even going to know about it if you don't look at your statement.
Check your statement every month.
If you get your statement and you see something that you know you did not have done, you report it.
Call your senior Medicare Patrol.
To report Medicare fraud, call the Senior Medicare Patrol at 800-699-9043.
right. Welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410. We still have about 10 minutes left here. We're still on our Tradio segment, so if you are interested, feel free to give us a call here today, 847-931-1410. Again, that's 847-931-1410 is that number to dial. Feel free to give us a call here, 847-931-1410, or also 505-926-1410. We'll take it back to the phone lines here. Hi there, caller. You're on with WRMN.
Hey, Matt.
Hey.
So I got rid of the screen things. I took them to Goodwill.
Okay.
There, and I still have some oak boards. People have been getting some. They're $2 a board foot. So that means if it's a foot square and it's an inch thick, that's $2. So that's really cheap for oak. If anybody out there does woodworking, they can contact me. And I have a walnut board that's about 11 feet long, and it's $60. It's like $6 a board foot, which is, like sometimes they're $20 a board foot in the stores. So that would be about $6 a board foot. And then I have some other things like that, walnut and other stuff. But if people are interested, give me a call. I have some like mahogany or cherry wood here. They're kind of about a foot square, but they're kind of odd shaped. And so I've been able to get rid of some stuff, and I still have some stuff.
All right, awesome. And then you said, I'm sorry, it was it's $6 a foot. And what type of boards were they again?
That was walnut, and probably like mahogany. Well, it's actually a little more expensive, but if people are interested in some of these things, they can give me a call, and we can, figure out the details.
All right, sounds good. We've got 630-365-9488 as the number to dial. You also still have I think you have a Hobbit house, right?
I still have that. There's a girl that wants it. But anyway, it's still here right now.
All right, sounds good. I think you also still have the canning jars and the garden stakes?
Yeah, I still have those.
All right, sounds good. Hey, thanks so much for calling in. We're going to continue to pass that message along.
Thanks again.
All right, thank you. Bye-bye now. All right, we have Tradio caller number 2 today. This is Wood by Jeff in Elgin, and he still has the garden stakes. He also has the canning jars as well. On top of that, he also does have the aromatic cedar wood scrap pieces, some shelving boards. He also has, he's has some oak lumber that he's selling for $2 a foot. And then he also does have some walnut boards for $6 a foot. So I'll make sure to add that here too to the list. Has some tinder pieces, skinny pieces of wood. It has those mail sorters, the put together kits. He has the solar heating kit. He still has that cute little Hobbit house he made, as well as some mahogany and cherry wood. And then he is still looking for a place for his shop. So if anyone is interested, feel free to reach out to him. That number is 630-365-9488. Again, 630-365-9488 is that number to call. That's the number to dial there. So very nice. Thank you again for calling in and, of course, informing us about that. Always good to keep informed, keeping you up to date and in the loop with what's happening here in the Fox River Valley and what's going on here, of course, also with WRMN. Let's take a look here. We got some things that are coming up here. I wanted to mention, I wanted to give another shout out here, Linda. Thank you so much, Linda Wildtree, for commenting in here. Paul's is open for turkey dinner, having today and Thursday. All right, so we've got Paul's Family Restaurant. They are open. If you go to their website, paulsofelgin.com, you can check out their menu, or you can also find them on Facebook. Elaine always posts on the Facebook page, very active on there, which is good. And if you are interested, if you're not hosting or going to a big Thanksgiving dinner and your plans are flexible, you might want to consider coming in for their traditional turkey dinner, which is today. You'll very likely have plenty of leftovers to enjoy whilst watching a football game on Thursday. Just an idea, because they're going to be offering roasted turkey, gravy, whipped potatoes, and dressing today as well as tomorrow. So very, very nice. And that's awesome that they're doing that as well. So thank you to Paul's Family Restaurant. They're offering that coming up right now and also for tomorrow. So paulsofelgin.com or go to their Facebook page, Paul's Family Restaurant. Pardon me, I had to sneeze for a second there. Does not usually happen very often on the air, but it does sometimes. Let's see here. We still have a couple minutes left here. I wanted to remind you to check out our website, WRMN1410.com. Again, we do have the official drop-off site here for Toys for Tots at 14 Douglas Avenue. But don't forget also here, too, you can drop it off at the Guthrie and Brady at 463 North Roselle Road in Roselle. So that's going on now through till December 14th. To donate, you can purchase a new unwrapped toy for a child between the ages of newborn and 16. So that information is posted on our website, WRMN1410.com. That's WRMN1410.com. So feel free to check that out. Also, don't forget here, too, this is posted by the Elgin Area Chamber. It's the Galactic Breakfast with Santa. Oh, my goodness, that sounds like a lot of fun. That's going to be at Camp Big Timber. It's December 14th. You can enjoy a spectacular breakfast with your favorite man from the North Pole, as well as his galactic buddies at Camp Big Timber in Elgin. The force is strong with the holiday spirit. You get to enjoy pictures with Santa, pictures with the 501... ST Midwest Garrison characters as well there too. There is a QR code that you can scan. It's $15 for the youth and then $20 for adults. That was posted by the Elgin Area Chamber just 2 hours ago. I get their email. So thank you so much for that. You can also check out other things here as well. I want to wish everybody a very happy Thanksgiving for tomorrow. I'm going to call into the show during the 10 to 1 segment. Thank you again to Dino for covering for me. I greatly appreciate that. I'm going to be making quite a bit of food coming up tomorrow, too, so we're looking forward to it. We're going to have a very nice Thanksgiving, and we look forward to hearing your calls and comments. Please call into the show coming up tomorrow. Absolutely. Let us know what's going on with you coming up on Thanksgiving tomorrow. Absolutely. We're going to be live here. WRMN's going to stay live, even on Thanksgiving. So, with that being said, call into the show, 847-931-1410 tomorrow on Thanksgiving. Wish our fellow listeners a happy Thanksgiving. Tell us some fun memories on Thanksgiving, what you're planning on doing, who you're going to be with, the good food you're going to eat, the fun games you might be playing, and a lot more, too, what you're thankful for. It's very important. So that's going to be coming up tomorrow. We encourage you, call into the show. Be a part of the conversation. Here on WRMN AM 1410, Voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town, broadcasting live here from downtown Elgin. Have an absolutely wonderful Thanksgiving.
Michael Brown, former Undersecretary of Homeland and Director of the Week. 7 p.m. Weekend. First listeners, a fresh take on the Weekend Talk with his provocative insights into current events, politics, and culture. So late in the day on Saturday, make it a point to catch The Weekend with Michael Brown right here on WRMN AM 1410 and 96.7 FM.
Okay, antibodies, huddle up. We're a great team, but the flu is dominating. The good news is the human we're protecting just got his flu shots. That means all of us antibodies have strong new gear that will help us fight and defend against the flu. We must win so that our human can stay healthy and help protect the people he cares about most.
Let's work as a team to defend against the flu. Gear up with a flu shot to help protect yourself and others and reduce your risk of being sick or hospitalized with the flu. Learn more at getmyflushot.org. Brought to you by the AMA, CDC, and the Ad Council.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410 Elgin time. 1 o'clock.
With your 1410 WRMN News Flash, I'm Sean Kernan. Brought to you by Verizon. The Elgin Fire Department teaming up with Community Crisis Center to run a winter wear donation drive. Residents of Elgin are encouraged to donate new or gently used winter clothing to help adults struggling to stay warm this season. Donations including jackets, scarves, and gloves are accepted at any Elgin Fire Station and the Community Crisis Center located at 37 Geneva Street until December 31st. Elgin residents should note that non-emergency city offices will be closed Thursday and Friday for the Thanksgiving holiday. Offices will resume their regular hours on Monday, December 2nd. In Oswego, a prolonged 8-month investigation culminated with the arrest of 31-year-old Larry E. Foster, who now faces allegations including 2 counts of criminal sexual assault and 1 count of criminal trespass. This follows a March incident where Foster allegedly entered a home without permission and sexually assaulted an individual. With your 1410 WRMN News Flash, I'm Sean Kernan.
Do you lay awake at night worrying about what to buy everyone on your holiday list? Well, Skechers, and they're the most comfortable shoes they'll ever wear. Find them for the holidays at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever stylish footwear is sold.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds, which could be life-changing. I mean, you could put that money towards that zero-turn lawnmower you've always wanted. And after using its edge-shaping technology to meticulously sculpt the face of the Mona Lisa into your grass, you'll become the undisputed king of Saturday morning lawn care, leaving your neighbor and sworn enemy Gary to question his place in the delicate neighborhood ecosystem. And it's all because you could save money switching at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
From morning coffee to your evening commute, WRMN 1410 AM is here for you. The faithful friend that brings you local news, timely topics, and the friendliest voices in the Valley. Stay informed, entertained, and engaged with our full lineup of shows, streaming all day, every day at WRMN1410.com or on the WRMN app. Wherever you are, we're right there with you. So why switch stations? Stick with the one that has it all. WRMN 1410 AM, your daily companion, your constant conversation.
Looking for an affordable dentist close to home? Bender Dental Care in Elgin offers new patient specials from $29, including x-rays, a regular cleaning, and exam. Senior discounts, a no insurance discount plan, and care credit financing. Bender Dental Care is a full-service family dentist with an outstanding 5-star Google rating. To find out more, call us at 847-888-4333. Bender Dental Care, affordable dentistry, close to home.
This is WRMN News.
Hello, I'm Dennis Green. It's a big day for travel for Americans getting away for Thanksgiving holiday, and this year travelers will see lower gas prices and more TSA workers. News Nation's Javier Walton has more.
According to TSA, 2.9 million passengers nationwide expected at airports today alone, even more expected to fly home Sunday after Thanksgiving. That's the busiest day, but as for staffing at airports, TSA says it's ready to handle the holiday hysteria, so to speak. Officials say they have the highest levels of staffing in TSA history. Aside from weather, the biggest cause for delays and cancellations could be due to the FAA's air traffic controller shortage, but officials say, hey, those impacts would likely be felt in the Northeast, so airports like think Newark, JFK, LaGuardia.
AAA says almost 72 million people will be driving to their destinations this holiday weekend. That's 1 million more than last year. Mexico's president says the country could retaliate with tariffs of its own and warned the dire economic consequences for both countries, including inflation and job losses. Analysts agree. Brandon Arnold with the National Taxpayers Union.
These tariffs could amount to $365 billion in higher taxes. That will necessarily increase prices. Those companies are really going to be hurt. They're going to have to pay their workers less, lay off workers, increase consumer prices.
Analysts say retaliation would also hit American companies and businesses that export to Mexico and Canada, creating a ripple effect across the continent. For WRMN News, I'm Dennis Green. Have a happy Thanksgiving.
WRMN News, produced in Studio 14 by the River Media Network.
Be sure to catch the first shift weekday mornings from 6 to 10 a.m. for important information like fire tips from Elgin Fire Chief Rob Sagan.
The thing in the winter that we're more concerned with is carbon monoxide.
because that we don't get in the summer. That carbon monoxide issues occur because of heating equipment. Anything that burns natural gas, if it is faulty, can generate high levels of carbon monoxide, which in time can be. So I can't emphasize enough the importance of having carbon monoxide detectors in your home. Every single year you will see somewhere in the country, and usually we'll get one or two in the Chicagoland area, where you'll see multiple fatalities in one home. You can't smell carbon monoxide, you can't taste carbon monoxide, you have no idea it's happening. And so it's critically important that you have the right detectors in your home.
It's the First Shift, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. with me, Marky B, right here on WRMN.
Hi, everyone. This is Ron Say. I played baseball for the Los Angeles Dodgers, Chicago Cubs, and Oakland A's. My Dodger teams won 4 National League pennants and a World Series. Now I am tackling a new challenge. I am hosting a new sports show called We'll See About That. We will look at the aspects of sports, baseball, football, basketball, hockey, soccer, and much more. Plus, you will be able to get my honest opinions on the big stories of the day. Join me for We'll See About That, Saturdays at 11 a.m. Pacific Time right here on crntalk.com.
Live across America, Mike Horn and What's Cooking on CRN Digital Talk Radio.
Welcome to What's Cooking today. I am Michael Horn on the nation's food, wine, travel, health, wealth, and entertainment show. We call this program What's Cooking Today. Co-host Madison Hernandez. We got some great guests. Who's with us today?
We have Larry Lipson with the Affordable Wine Report. He's given us some wines under $20.
And he's going to look at holiday wines today. We got Thanksgiving just around the corner. We got the Christmas season ready to come on. You're going to be having parties. But what pairs well with cheese? What pairs well with turkey? What our main course meals? Larry will have it all for you. Who else?
Then we have Dr. Anita Patel, and she's helping us fight respiratory illness this holiday season.
Yeah, this is really something else. So be ready for this. We're going to talk to you about it. Watch out. Respiratory diseases, flu, everything's going crazy this year. A lot of people down for the count. Get well, get that immune system up, and maybe have a piece of Bavarian cream pie, because it's Bavarian cream pie day today. It's the delectable dessert with the roots really date back to the 17th century. Known as the Baravanice, this is what it's called. I call it Bavarian cream. What the heck? It's custard-based. It's a treat. It's perfected in the 19th century by the French chef Marie-Antoine Carême, a pioneer French culinary technique chef. And the dessert originated when French chef worked for Bavaria's ruling house of Wittelsbach. Now, Bavarian cream is made with heavy cream. I said it's made with heavy cream, whipping cream, and gelatin. It's versatile. It allows for flavors and pairings with fruit sauces, purees, and its popularity really soared in the 1900s when they started with the advent of instant pudding and custard mixes. That's what really made it take off. So enjoy your Bavarian cream pie day today. I'm not a big cream pie fan, but this one is not too bad. Kraft Jerky Day also today. We got Thanksgiving staring us down. You have great fixins and a wonderful meal: mashed potatoes, cranberry sauce, turkey, you name it. Pumpkin pie, yams. So before that, we have National Kraft Jerky Day. We're honoring homemade jerky. Does anybody do homemade jerky? I bet somebody does. Traditional recipes that have been passed down through generations. And jerky made from lean, dried meat slices can be crafted from various proteins: beef, alligator, even camel. You okay? I said beef, alligator. You ever had alligator before?
I've never had alligator.
Tastes just like chicken. No, that's what they always say when you try something. Beef, alligator, or camel. Why would you want to eat a camel? You know, one hump or two. I just do one hump. I'm cutting back, okay? So you have jerky preparing by salting, drying the meat to prevent spoilage, and then letting it last for months. This is something I could put in my pantry, by the way, and I do have some there. Might be some of the original Horn family recipes. I don't know. It's Jukebox Day also. Anybody got a jukebox? Raise your hands out there. Come on. This honors the From jazz to rock, these jukeboxes brought music into lives and venues like bars and restaurants. They're still around. You go to Rayo's restaurant, they got a jukebox there. The first jukebox was called the Nickel in the Slot Phonograph, and it was created by, listen to this, Louis Glass and William S. Arnold in 1889. Arnold, did you ever watch Happy Days? Where'd they go? What place did, the Fonz hang out? Arnold's. You don't suppose he's the guy, do you?
I suppose he is the guy.
Of course not, but it was a good story. Jukeboxes really thrived in the golden age. People have them in their homes now. You got a jukebox. For God's sakes, play it. It's Jukebox Day. And also, it's National Farm City Week. Confusing, but we'll discuss it when we return. Stay with us on What's Cooking Today.
Hi, everyone. If you've been injured in an accident that was not your fault, listen up. We have legal professionals standing by to answer your questions for free. Call now and find out if you have a case and how much it's potentially worth. Call 800-745-9090. I'm here with spokesman John Wolf. So, John, tell everyone listening who should call right now.
Well, Maria, first off, thank you for having me here. It's always nice to answer the listeners' questions. Now, as far as who should call in, anyone who's been injured in an accident and think you deserve compensation, give us a call right now. 800-745-9090. You'll find out if you have a case and how much it's potentially worth.
Thanks, John. You heard it, folks. Take advantage of this opportunity and call now. 800-745-9090.
Advertisement sponsored by Legal Help Center. May not be available in all states.
The grapes are on the vine. Means it's Larry Lipson time. Please give me a little sign that it's time to drink the wine. Oh my, this is delicious wine. Thank you, Larry Lipson, for telling us about the wine. Brand new out for the holidays, the Larry Lipson. It's time for Larry Lipson time. It's a beautiful song. It's out and available, by the way. Have we, Madison, have we opened up our store here on the What's Cooking Today store? We should open a store and sell some of these great items to the audience out there. They've been clamoring for these things. You know, like the Bavarian pie kit that we have. We also have a jukebox kit that's available out there. Quite expensive, but it's National Jukebox Day. You can put one together and then put the nickel in the old slot. Remember that song, Put Another Nickelodeon in it, and put another nickel in the Nickelodeon? Teresa Brewer, good one, huh? It's good also. And, of course, also out today, just fresh into the shop, our recipe for Kraft jerky.
I will not be buying any of that.
And we have the alligator edition for you, so you can have that. And also camel.
Yes.
One you can stuff two of them in the stockings. Now, it's also National Farm City Week. Just before we get to Larry Lipson, let's bring him in. Do we have him ready to go, Madison?
Yes.
Please do the formal introduction. We had the song, but people may still be confused as to what's next, so please have at it.
Oh, okay. If you're confused, we have Larry Lipson with the Affordable Wine Report. Wine's under $20.
What happened to the music and my band? And then me find
The band left.
Larry, are you there?
Yeah, I can hardly hear you.
Oh, it's the same here. I don't know what's wrong. It's probably because I was backing away from the microphone. But we'll check it out and I'll get back to you. Oh, it was. That was the problem. Larry, welcome. Do you like our new song for you? It's Larry Lipson time.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Thank you. Getting
That's
your
all I needed.
turkeys ready?
Yeah, everybody's basting their turkeys. Look, if you don't, we're going to have a story here in a minute on how long you have to thaw your turkey. If you don't have it out by now, you're in trouble. So we'll talk about Farm City Week. Well, it's
I've never cooked.
What?
I've never cooked a turkey. I don't know.
I don't know
Lillian
either.
used to do that.
I don't know either. But they have those outdoor pizza ovens that they sold now. I forget who makes them. It's some brand, and they were advertising them on TV. You can smoke a turkey in those things. Smoke a cigar in there, too, but you make sure and leave the door open. What's that?
Is that smoked turkey?
Yeah, smoked turkey they have in there. I saw it on some news show while I was dozing last night. Anyway, it's National Farm City Week this week from the 27th to December 4th here. And this is where there's a partnership. It's a vital partnership between rural farmers and urban communities to ensure safe, abundant food supplies. So is this really necessary, Larry? You've been on the food scene. Larry Lipson, ladies and gentlemen, the food reviewer for the Los Angeles Daily News, 50-plus years. He did restaurants. He did covered wines, food, grand openings, everything. What do you think? Do we need a Farm City Week? Is that a good thing to have?
I guess so.
All right, there you heard it from Larry. Okay, let's continue with the show.
You know, I don't forget I retired in 2008. So I haven't been paying attention to a lot of this stuff. But
Larry, we don't talk about that. That's when, of course, the authorities were chasing you down for making homemade brew. But that's the difference. That's a story for another show, and it's not heard anywhere because it's not true. Okay, so Larry, what do you have for us? It's Thanksgiving right around the corner. We got Christmas coming up. Let's get some good holiday wines that will pair with the meals. What do you have for us today?
Well, listen, I'll tell you something about Thanksgiving and turkey and or other dishes that you can eat, of course, on Thanksgiving. Baked ham, Virginia baked ham, and things like that. Anyway, I believe that the wine that you like best, the best wine that you like to drink, and is the best wine to have with Thanksgiving turkey. Because turkey, you can have any kind of wine with it. And the one that I think I like particularly is, believe it or not, is a sparkling rosé wine that you can get some pretty inexpensive ones now. Prosecco, some make you can get Prosecco rosé, I believe. I think I've got a bottle in there. When we break, I'll go look and come back and tell you about it. But it's your favorite wine, goes well with your turkey. Believe me, you can have white wine with turkey and enjoy it. You can have any red wine with turkey and enjoy it, and any sparkling wine with turkey and enjoy it.
Well, I like your idea. Sparkling wine is good. I do believe, like, Pinot Noir goes really well with turkey. I like the fact that Chardonnay, the white wine, goes well with turkey. Viognier would, too. I kind of like your idea. It depends on how many people you're having there.
The two wines that I have today to review either one of them will go very well with turkey.
Okay, what do you got? What are your two wines today?
I got a white wine. I've got an inexpensive white wine that I purchased at Walmart for $9.98. This is the Clos du Bois, CLOSDU, capital BOIS. It's a small DU. Clos du Bois from California. It's a well-known name. I don't know who owns it now. It says they're in Modesto, so it could be owned by Gallo. I don't know, but I don't know for sure. And I like this wine. It's a very nice Chardonnay. Good with the food. Good as an aperitif. Not too complicated a Chardonnay, it's you can buy. I bought it for $9.98. Like I said, it averages $11 around the country. You can buy it from where's this place? B21 B, capital B 21 Tarpon Springs, Florida for $7.98. That's $2 less than I paid for it at Walmart.
Wow.
So that's a good buy. And if you want to buy it online. And San Francisco Chronicle, in their wine competition, gave it a bronze. You got a silver from the Orange County Fair competition. It got silver from San Diego International Wine Competition. Wine Enthusiast gave, this is the 2022, by the way, but Wine Enthusiast gave the 2020 88.
What did you give it?
I gave it 8 points. I liked it.
8.0, and it is owned by
nice
Gallo.
wine.
We'll be back with more with Larry Lipson. Stay with us, our Affordable Wine Report.
This is baseball's Ron Say. Nowadays, it seems like nothing is built to last. Phones, appliances, cars, computers, but the new Michelin Defender 2 tire is designed to outlast. With a quiet and comfortable ride, you will have the confidence you need on the roads, whether they're wet or dry. So goodbye to the short-lived and hello to something that lasts. Get your set of Michelin Defender 2 tires at Hank's Tires, 19951 Ventura Boulevard in Woodland Hills. Call my buddy Steve Goldberg at 818-340-4200. That's 818-340-4200. Hank's Tires is also built to last. Hank opened Hank's Tires in 1953, and we are the oldest tire and auto repair shop in the San Fernando Valley with 100% customer satisfaction. Hank's is AAA approved for all of your auto repair needs. Call Hank's Tires at 818-340-4200 and tell them Ron Say sent you.
Attention! This is a public notice from the Social Security Disability Helpline. If you're one of the millions of Americans who are disabled and unable to work, you may be eligible for disability benefits from Social Security. Receiving benefits is your right. If you suffer from physical or mental disability, whether you're applying for the first time or you've already been denied, we can help. We'll evaluate your situation and deal with Social Security on your behalf. Best of all, there's no fee until you receive your benefits. Remember, we only get paid if you win your case. There are many reasons and conditions that may make you eligible for disability benefits. Many of them you may not be aware of. So if you're disabled and unable to work, call now to get started with your free, no-obligation consultation.
800-559-4185. 800-559-4185. 800-559-4185. That's 800-559-4185.
If Ernest Hemingway was alive today, would he say this to you?
Shakespeare, Mark Twain, Edgar Allan Poe, all great writers. And after reading your book, I simply must add you to the list.
Wait, you don't have a book yet. So make a free call to Page Publishing. Their expert staff can help you turn your book idea into a real book, a masterpiece that could someday make the bestseller list in hard copy and digitally all across the world. Page Publishing can help you completely take your idea for a book, write it, and publish it. So if you want to join the ranks of some of the most famous authors in the world, call now for a free information kit. Turn your book idea into publishing gold. Make a free call right now to Page Publishing.
800-378-3212. 800-378-3212. 800-378-3212. That's 800-378-3212.
Larry Lipson Show. Welcome back here to What's Cooking Today, the nation's food, wine, travel, health, wealth, and entertainment show. Larry Lipson, portion of our week. He's here every week at this time doing his Affordable Wine Report. He says you don't have to spend a lot of money to drink great wine. We're talking about holiday wines for Thanksgiving. You can roll them on into the Christmas and Hanukkah and the holiday seasons. He has the Clos de Bois California Chardonnay. What year was this, Larry? I don't believe you gave us the year on that Clos de Bois.
2022.
What was it?
2022.
Okay, so this is the 2022 Clos de Bois, California, grapes from California, Chardonnay. He got it at, you said Walmart for $9.98. It averages around $11 nationally. He found it for $7.98 online at B21 wine store and our online store at Tarpon Springs. And he said San Francisco Chronicle gave it a bronze. Orange County Fair gave it a silver. San Diego, California wine
International Wine Competition. You there?
Mike.
I'm here, yeah. What is it?
It's the San Diego International Wine Competition.
San Diego International. Silver. And the wine enthusiast gave it 88 points, and you gave it an 8.0.
For the 2020, they didn't
Excuse me.
I couldn't find any magazines that rated it.
So here you go. I mentioned Chardonnay goes with turkey. Here's your Chardonnay. It's the Clos de Bois 2022 California Chardonnay. 8 points Larry gave it. What do you have next? What's your next wine?
Okay, my next one is from Spain. It's I purchased this at a recent visit to Costco, and it's Lucia, 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 Victoria, capital Victoria. This is the Tempranillo from Rioja, the 2020, so it's like 4 years old. And this is a real surprise. This was purchased at, like I said, Costco. And it's a very nice Tempranillo. I paid $6.99 for it. It averages $13.50. Couldn't find that much on it. James Suckling gave it 91 points, and it's 14% alcohol. What can I say? It's a very nice red wine.
Well, here you go. When you talked about different wines will pair well with your Thanksgiving dinner, here's a Tempranillo.
Absolutely.
This is a very nice grape from Spain here, and this is the Lucia Victoria 2020 Tempranillo from the Rioja region of Spain. You found it at Costco for $6.99. It averages $13 around the country. 14% alcohol on this, and here this guy James Suckling, who's become pretty popular, gives it 91 points. Any other ratings that you found, Larry?
Yeah, this is that's it. That's the one rating, the only rating. Incidentally, the Clos du Bois got a rating of 92 points from something called the Tasting Panel. I don't know who they are, where they are.
Probably Tasting Panel magazine. Famed magazine goes out to restaurants. I think consumers sometimes can pick up a copy, so that's pretty good. 92 points on that. That's the Clos de Bois Chardonnay. So you got two pretty good wines here. You tasted this. What did the notes of this thing? You liked it particularly well. This Lucia Victoria Tempranillo 2020 from Rioja, Spain.
Yeah, and I said I would tell you this wine that I picked up. This sparkling Prosecco Rosé, I got it at Costco. It's their house name, Kirkland Prosecco Rosé, and this only cost $7.99 for a bottle. And I haven't tasted it yet, but I'll tell you about it next week.
Okay, before we go, Larry, what did you rate the Lucia Victoria 2020? You haven't given us the Lipson rating of 1 to 10, 10 being best.
I'm sorry. I gave that a pretty good score for me, 8.8 points.
8.8. So there you have it. You want a red? Go with this Tempranillo, the 2020 Lucia Victoria. He found this at Costco. And he found a sparkling wine that he hasn't rated yet, the Prosecco Rosé, Kirkland brand. He'll rate next week, but he said that, whether you have it all the way through the meal with your turkey or not, definitely you'll start off any of your holiday gatherings or holiday dinners. Larry, good stuff. We'll post this at our website, what'scookintoday.com, the Lipson Report there in our CRN magazine. We'll take a break, come back with more. Thank you, Larry. Happy Thanksgiving. We'll be back.
This is WRMN News.
Hello, I'm Dennis Green. It's a big day for travel for Americans getting away for Thanksgiving holiday, and this year travelers will see lower gas prices and more TSA workers. News Nation's Javier Walton has more.
According to TSA, 2.9 million passengers nationwide expected at airports today alone. Even more expected to fly home Sunday after Thanksgiving. That's the busiest day. But as for staffing at airports, TSA says it's ready to handle the holiday hysteria, so to speak. Officials say they have the highest levels of staffing in TSA history. Aside from weather, the biggest cause for delays and cancellations could be due to the FAA's air traffic controller shortage. But officials say, hey, those impacts would likely be felt in the Northeast. So airports like think Newark, JFK, LaGuardia.
AAA says almost 72 million people will be driving to their destinations this holiday weekend. That's a million more than last year. Mexico's president says the country could retaliate with tariffs of its own and warned the dire economic consequences for both countries, including inflation and job losses. Analysts agree. Brandon Arnold with the National Taxpayers Union.
These tariffs could amount to $365 billion in higher taxes. That will necessarily increase prices. Those companies are really going to be hurt. They're going to have to pay their workers less, lay off workers, increase consumer prices.
Analysts say retaliation would also hit American companies and businesses that export to Mexico and Canada, creating a ripple effect across the continent. For WRMN News, I'm Dennis Green. Have a happy Thanksgiving.
WRMN News, produced in Studio 14 by the River Media Network.
Looking to stay informed on the political issues that truly matter? I'm Dennis Sonar Green, inviting you to join me every weekday from 4 to 6 p.m. on WRMN for A Political Talk Show. WRMN, the talk of the town, is where you'll find clear, balanced analysis of the day's biggest news. We dig into the headlines, cutting through the noise to deliver the facts and insights you need to stay informed. Whether you're deeply into politics or just want to understand what's going on, this show offers the depth and perspectives that matter. Tune in every weekday from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. on WRMN and be part of the conversation that's shaping our community. Let's navigate today's political landscape together on A Political Talk Show, only on WRMN, the talk of the town.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast. This afternoon, mostly cloudy with a high near 43. Temperatures falling to around 39. Tonight, mostly cloudy with a low around 27. Looking ahead to Thanksgiving Day, mostly sunny with a high near 36. Temperatures falling to around 31 in the afternoon. Currently, it is 43 and overcast. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
This holiday season, Straight Talk Wireless is letting you say yes a lot more with real unlimited data. Yes to sharing pics of the ugliest holiday sweaters. Yes to checking weather on the go for surprise sledding trips. And with a free phone at sign up, let the yes-tivities begin.
No way!
Yes way. Straight Talk, real unlimited data. Available at Walmart or straighttalk.com. Offer valid through 1/5/25 while supplies last at participating stores. Taxes and fees apply. Requires in-store activation on select single-line plans. Limit of 2 phones per customer. For network management practices, visit straighttalk.com.
Back here, what's cooking today? The nation's food, wine, travel, health, wealth, and entertainment show. I'm Michael Horn, along with Madison Hernandez, Sydney Hubbard pressing all the buttons, and Thanksgiving coming up. It's right around the corner. Are you thawing your turkey already? Do you know that, Madison?
I will be thawing the bread rolls.
That's right. I forgot you're doing that. Sydney Hubbard, are you thawing your bird yet?
I think my parents are.
How about your turkey?
That as well.
Good. I'm doing nothing. I'm just going from house to house. Listen, it's Farm City Week. I told you that it's kind of a crazy event today. And I'm not quite sure I understand it, so maybe you two can help me here. It's observed from now till the 4th of December. And it's a partnership between rural farmers and urban communities, highlighting collective role in ensuring abundant food supplies, supporting the economy. Did you understand that? Or did it sound like a Kamala Harris campaign speech? It's a little confusing.
A little confusing.
A little confusing. They have events, educational forums, campaigns that recognize farmers' contributions to jobs, food, medicine, and textiles. So it underscores the importance of maintaining a partnership between the city and the farm for future generations. So I guess that's a nice thing. Go out and take a look at a farm. Uncle George, dust off the oat field. Oh, it's harvested already. Never mind. Okay, where are we headed here next? We have, so this is a big story here today. You want to plan your Thanksgiving cooking. We got the easiest way to cook with limited oven space. Some of you have a small oven or whatever, or just one oven. I think most of us. I have a double oven. It's an old electric range or a stove or an oven. But if you need space, Thanksgiving can be overwhelming. You got oven space for various dishes, right? The challenge, they say, is intensified because of large sizes and long cooking times for the turkey. So you want to maximize the oven efficiency. Here's what you might consider. Multitasking by baking 2 separate side dishes alongside the main entree, turkey, right? So additionally, choose recipes that can be prepared in the same dish, like roasted green beans with potatoes. Pair them together, 2 separate dishes are there on each side. Plan around peak oven usage times by separating the dishes that can be baked in advance, if you can do some things in advance, like pumpkin pie. You don't want to do that while you're doing the turkey, for God's sakes. And also from the dishes that are best served hot. They say utilize resting time of the turkey, which is usually around 30 minutes. You pull it out, you let it rest. That's what you always do. You take it out, and I'm hungry, I want to eat. Let it rest. But it's cooked. Let it rest. Okay, that's about 30 minutes, and you can bake last-minute side dishes like mac and cheese, sweet potato casseroles, roasted carrots. That's a good strategy, and that allows for efficiency in the oven and helps prepare multiple sides a few hours before the Thanksgiving feast. Now, here's the big killer that we were talking about earlier in the show here today. How many pounds of turkey breast should you serve per person on Thanksgiving? So, and it depends on the kind of turkey you get. To determine the right amount of turkey depends on the type of the cut and whether it's bone-in or boneless. You can get the boneless turkey roast now. But if it's a regular turkey with the bone in, here's the recommendation. Plan for 1 to 1.5 pounds of bone-in turkey per person. 1 to 1.5 pounds of bone-in turkey per person, or half a pound if it's boneless. See, because the bone takes up some of the space, so you got a little bit more there for Uncle Joe. 1 to 1.5 pounds. And by the way, tell him not to eat the bones again this year. Not smart at all. Don't do that. Half a pound if it's boneless. Now, for a family of 8, if you're aiming for a whole turkey or bone-in breasts in the 8 to 12-pound range is suggested. That's for the bone-in breasts. If opting for boneless breasts, about 4 pounds would suffice for a family of 8. Adjust the quantity based on the desire for leftovers. Again, if you want to have a lot of leftovers, there's an expectation to have leftovers, then get a bigger bird, a bigger turkey. If preferences lean towards either white or dark meat, tailor the turkey selection accordingly. Those that like the white meat may choose boneless or bone-in turkey breasts, while dark meat enthusiasts can consider turkey thighs or legs. And additionally, they say it's crucial to allow ample time for turkey thawing. Here's what I mentioned at the beginning of the show. And we had the people on this week from the USDA, and they gave us the guidelines for recommending 24 hours of thawing for every 4 pounds of turkey weight, okay? So that means 1 day of thawing for every 4 pounds. You got a 16-pound turkey, you're talking about 4 days of thawing, and that's in the refrigerator. Take it out of the freezer, put it in the refrigerator. You're probably beyond that now, so get that turkey out now and, and thaw that thing. You can call their USDA poultry hotline if you want to. MP hotline it is. 1-888-MP hotline if you have any questions. And for example, they say a 12-pound whole turkey would need about 3 days in the refrigerator to thaw properly. Makes sense. 4 pounds every day. 4 times 3 is, hang on a second. 4 times 3, carry that. Okay, it's 12. It's 3 days. That's right. I was a whiz in math. As you can tell right there.
If it was up to me, I'd just throw it in a trash bag and run it under some hot water the day before. That's why I'm not in charge of the turkey.
Well, and they say if you're going to thaw it in water, as they do sometimes, you use cold water. Hot water is not the thing to do. It doesn't help it out at all. Just to put it in cold water. I don't know what you do if your turkey's still in the freezer now.
Yeah, you gotta go to someone else's house for Thanksgiving.
Call the poultry hotline. I sure as heck can't help you here on the show. Okay, that's all I can give you. Now, you got another dish here you can have. This, they say there's a single dish that can make or break Thanksgiving for the majority of people. A new report out, a recent survey commissioned by Ocean Spray says cranberry sauce holds a special place in the hearts of Americans in Thanksgiving and holiday dishes. Over 2,000 respondents surveyed, 83% believe Thanksgiving isn't complete without cranberry sauce. Survey also highlighted opinions on the preparation methods, with 46% saying they express passion comparable to sports fandom for their chosen cranberry preparation. 21% of team homemade and 15% of team canned would consider getting a tattoo in honor of their cranberry sauce preference. 28% of respondents see a dislike for their cranberry sauce preference, like dating as a red flag. We'll have more on this. This is big, a big cranberry. This is breaking news. We'll be back in just a little bit. Stay with us on What's Cooking Today.
Attention pet lovers. Try Greska's Carbon 60, a revolutionary pet supplement designed to keep your furry friends at their very best. It's packed with powerful antioxidants. Greska's Carbon 60 supports your pet's immune system, joint health, and vitality. Now, whether you have a playful pup or a seasoned senior, give them the gift of wellness with Greska's Carbon 60. Visit our website at C60.com. That's the letter C, the number 60.com, or call 720-600-6040. You can learn more and order today. Your pets deserve the best, so give them Greska's Carbon 60, because a healthier pet means a happier you. Go to C60.com or call 720-600-6040. C60.com or 720-600-6040.
Are you ready to make a difference for the environment while helping the visually impaired at the same time? Then donate your vehicle to Heritage for the Blind today by calling 800-785-9618. Every donated vehicle will either be properly recycled in an eco-friendly manner or given a new life through reuse. Donating your vehicle is easy. Simply call 1-800-785-9618 and Heritage for the Blind will do the rest. They'll even arrange for your vehicle to be picked up at no cost to you. And for a limited time, when you donate your car, you'll receive a $200 restaurant voucher and a 2-night, 3-day hotel stay at one of 50 locations. Call 800-785-9618 right now to schedule your tax-deductible vehicle donation and make a positive impact on the environment while helping others. Heritage for the Blind, where every car donation counts and every person makes a difference. Call 1-800-785-9618 now.
Welcome back to What's Cooking Today. I'm your host, Michael Horn. The holiday season, is almost here, and with some more people passing through high-contact spaces like airports and gathering with loved ones, more respiratory illnesses will be circulating in the coming months. It always does during the holiday season. So what do you need to know to stay protected and healthy this holiday season? Well, we've invited Dr. Anita Patel, PharmMD, Vice President, Pharmacy Services at Walgreens. She's joining us today to discuss the vaccines, tests, and treatments that are available to help keep everyone safer from respiratory viruses this fall and winter. Welcome to the show, Anita.
Thank you for having me. Every year as we enter the holiday season, respiratory illness tends to spread with travel and more people gathering for celebrations. It's important to get vaccinated and protected against the bugs that we're worried about most. This includes flu, COVID-19, and RSV. As a mom of 3, life is always hectic, but around the holidays, the to-do list, it gets even longer. Falling sick from any of these viruses is not an option. This is why I make sure that my family and I are vaccinated before the fun and chaos of holiday celebrations and gatherings start. To put it simple, I would rather my family have a sniffle than end up in the ER with more severe symptoms. Getting vaccinated can protect you from illness, but if you do get sick, it will also lower the likelihood of having severe symptoms that can lead to hospitalization and even death. When you get vaccinated, you also lower the chance that you will spread disease to those around you. You can get your flu, COVID, and recommended vaccines at the same time in a single visit. It's safe and it's simple. Make an appointment online or just walk into your local Walgreens. Now, if you do get sick this season, our pharmacists can help you get tested. With one test, we can help you know if you have flu or COVID-19. If you're a veteran or uninsured, you may also be eligible for a test at no cost. If you do test positive, our pharmacist can recommend the right option for you, whether a prescription antiviral or over-the-counter medication to help you feel better faster. Let us help you make it a safer and healthier holiday.
Thank you for joining us today, Dr. Patel, and for sharing such important insights on staying healthy this season. As we navigate the holidays and gather with loved ones, it is essential for us to take proactive steps to really protect ourselves, our families, and others from respiratory illnesses. Now, for more information about vaccines, tests, and treatments, visit your local Walgreens or their website at walgreens.com. That's WALGREENS, walgreens.com. All right, let's get into some news now. Cranberry sauce. Now, this is a big deal. You got leftover cranberry sauce, coming up. Well, it's a versatile addition to your fall. You love it with Thanksgiving turkey and winter dishes of all kinds. It balances the savory flavors. It enhances the holiday recipes. It freezes well. It retains the taste and texture for up to 3 months. And although the texture may change slightly after that, for best results, you freeze the cranberry sauce in portions that match your planned use. You want to save money, since we're talking about prepping you for Thanksgiving. There are some ways, they're saying, and our executive producer, Courtney Kader, put this together for us, a list of ways you can save money on groceries. And managing your grocery budget, especially now with inflation, has been really tough. You've been hearing people during the election, can't afford to feed my family, all this kind of stuff. So there are some strategies that have developed. The first one is to make a list, and that's key, because I don't make a list, and I go to a store, and the next thing you know, especially those big box stores, you come in there and you go for one thing, a package of peppers, and you come out with the thing heaping to the top, and by the time they ring it up, it's like $300, and you go like, what? I can't afford that. I just came in for peppers. The peppers were maybe like $8. So don't make it turn into the aisle there where they got electronic gear. Don't do any of that stuff. Go in there and look at coffee. Oh, I think the staff would like this coffee here. And then you buy it. Whoa, maybe this one looks good, too. And then we still run out because I forget to bring it in. Make a list and stick to the shopping list to prevent impulsive buys, because you do, and this is a good deal. I'm going to buy this. Then plan your meals. Design your weekly meals around items that are on sale. That's a smart idea. You should buy in bulk. Now, if you're like a single guy like me or whatever, you buy in bulk, but you can share with somebody else. Except nobody likes the things that I buy. Electronic parts, computers. Hey, here's one for you and one for me. Okay, you stock up on non-perishables in larger quantities, okay, for better values. Non-perishables are the key. Use coupon and apps. I don't really do that. I probably should, because you can leverage the store apps and the coupons for extra savings. I do choose store brands. The generic or store brands often cost less. Buy seasonal produce. Seasonal fruits and veggies often
fresher and more affordable. Limit processed foods. This is good for your health as well. Whole foods tend to be healthier and more budget friendly. Don't shop hungry. Key factor. You go into a store when you're hungry and you go, oh, this looks pretty good. Let's get some chips. You know, shopping on an empty stomach, it leads to a lot of unnecessary purchases. If you've got extra stuff when you buy it, like meat or bread or whatever, freeze it. And other freezable items in bulk. You can store them for later. Check your unit prices. Compare your price per ounce or pound to identify the best deal. Shop around, visit different stores, find out which one you like the best, who has wholesale clubs for the best prices, and finally, grow some of your own food. You know, consider a small garden of fresh vegetables or herbs if you have the space, and nothing like homegrown tomatoes, I'll tell you. And with these tips, hopefully your grocery shopping is better. I planted an avocado tree a few years ago, and it just produces fabulous avocado. Zutano, Z-U-T-A-N-O is the variety. I'm telling you, it's the best advice you'll ever get from old Mike Horn here on What's Cooking Today. Get the Zutano avocado tree. Big, beautiful avocados, small pit, delicious. I'm getting hungry. I gotta go see if I can pick an avocado. I'll be right back. Stay with us. You're experiencing pain, back pain, shoulder, elbow, or hand pain, pain from a sports injury. If so, schedule a visit with Dr. Michael Sheps, the leading expert in laser therapy for pain management. Call 310-873-4422 or go to drsheps.com. Experience Epic T, the breakthrough laser therapy system that Dr. Sheps developed to make you pain-free in less time. Laser therapy is a non-invasive, safe, and effective in-office procedure that penetrates deep into your skin without damaging the tissue. It